Hi guys, so for Vlogmas Day 14, I am going to be updating you guys on my medical health. Now, if you've seen that video I just posted a couple days ago where it says medical mysteries, that was quite a while ago. I haven't updated. So it's kind of just like a big blah. So if you want to subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment, do all that stuff. You can do that. So from where I left off in that video, Instagram story video that I just like recorded and just like uploaded it, just because that was during the time and I didn't feel like going back, and then I would just like lose so many details. So it was so easier for me to just do that, so that when I do grow older and I do eventually maybe one day write a book, I still have that. So yeah. So my health is just like a bleh. So there really is nothing to update. Like I said, I still have to wait for that neurologist in January, so we're so close, but so far away. Like, so I went to the I think like last week. So sorry, last week we went to the eye doctor, neurologist, something, I don't know. Not a neurologist, but something with the eyeballs. All I know. I mean, and it was just like, I had to do the dilations, I had to do testing, I had to do pictures, oh my gosh. So, funny thing is, in that, like, towards the end, like, at the very end, when I showed you the ultrasound of my eyeball, I was like, whoa, that's so cool. I didn't know that was a thing. And she said, yeah. The technician was saying, yeah, that's the thing. You can't use, like, a regular, like, gel for someone's stomach, so you just use something from, like, the drugstore. And yeah, the only thing I really don't like that is she had to kind of press hard on it just to move it, and that just like felt weird, and I didn't like it. And since it was like it felt like Vaseline basically. I know it wasn't, but just the consistency felt like that. And so it was just like all over my eyeball because duh. And I just didn't like it. It was cool, but I also really didn't like it just because like it hurt, and we had been waiting there for so long. Like, let me say, the waiting process was the worst. We left there like at 11:30 around that time, and we didn't get home until like maybe close to 5:30 or 5 something, like pretty damn long time. It was a lot of the waiting. Like, a lot of it was just like waiting processes. It was just the waiting that was the most hardest thing. And then I ended up getting yelled at, and then I cried. So we loved that. So I was literally just like, this is like the exact chair that I was sitting in, but I'll show you a view on here. So these have armrests. So imagine just a normal chair with your armrest. This one's a lot lower. This one chair is super uncomfortable. So I have a blanket. So imagine I'm just like sitting here on my phone playing listening to my podcast, and I have my leg, literally this part up against this armrest that you can't see. So I'm just like this. I don't know. So I'm just like this. With my shoe on. Like, not the shoe, like actually on the chair, but it was like on my leg, and I'm just like on my phone, listening, playing a game. And then he said this color thing guy came in. He was already in, and then he came back. It's kind of hard to explain. So there was the waiting room. So he already came in. He was already in there. And then he was, I think, somewhere else, like in the back. So he came back from the back to here, and he saw my leg there and was like, hey, you're not allowed to have that. And I didn't hear that. So I was like, took it out, my earbud, and he's like, what? And he said, you're not allowed to have your leg on there. I'm just like, okay. So I was like, whoa. He didn't yell at me, but like the tone was clearly not like a nice tone. He wasn't like, hey, I'm sorry, you're not like allowed to have your leg there, you know. He was like, hey, you're not allowed to have that there. So I was shocked, and then my mom saw this encounter. So I went over to my mom, and then I was like, that's rude, and then I started to cry. Like not sobbing, but like I cried quite a bit, just because like I don't know, like I didn't want to get in trouble, and it was confusing, and didn't know that was a rule, and I felt bad, and didn't want us to get kicked out. Like I don't know. So yeah, that was not a good experience at Emory. Some people are nice, some people are not, and I think they say sometimes, like maybe it's the Emory urgent care that they say that the people aren't really nice. They don't have like good bedside table manners, maybe. But all I know is I heard someone say like they're not really the best at being really nice if you have like a problem or like something. So that was my first experience with that. And then the second person, I didn't hear this person just because I was behind my mom and I had a mask on, and this person was talking like pretty low, and completely different guy, we were checking out to schedule another appointment in 3 months. Like, I don't want to go back, but I have to, just to make sure my eyeballs the same. Nothing's there, like it's just the same, like, so we don't know anything, sadly. So he was like, my mom and him were talking, and was like, oh, we need to schedule an appointment. And apparently he said like, oh, when do you need that, like 30 minutes or something like that, along those lines. And I don't know if he was being joking or not. I don't know. It didn't seem like he was joking from my mom understood. And he was like, we were trying to find a date time, and he was saying, yeah, all of this is booked up. Like, he was like, let me check. Yeah, it's all booked up, like all the way out. He was like, okay, maybe 4 months. And it's like, booked up. So we were confused. So apparently maybe it was like, I don't know. So when we came home, it was just like a stressful day because we waited so long, and my mom and I weren't feeling well. My head was throbbing in so much pain. It was raining, and we were there for so long. I wanted water, I wanted food, I wanted to go to bed. So yeah, it was just not a good time for us. So then I think like a couple days later or so, my mom was able to schedule an appointment, sadly. So clearly they weren't really booked up, like at all. Like his schedule was completely free because she was able to schedule it in March, supposedly, when March was like not there, or like April was like not full. Was full. So it's just so confusing. So we can't, like, scheduling it all is just not very the best. Some people are nice, but like a lot of them, it's just like, maybe, I don't know, maybe they were having a bad day. It's just like, I don't know, like, one thing that irks me is if you can't go into someone's schedule and you have no dates available, like, are you even getting that person's schedule? Like last time, they didn't even have a schedule, so like, clearly something's wrong. Like, what's happening? I don't know. So, besides that appointment, it's not looking great. So, oh yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah, before that, literally the day before that, it's on Tuesday. So on a Monday, last Monday, we went to this other, like, Dr. E, an adult endocrinologist. We saw the nurse practitioner. She was lovely. We loved her to death. She's just like super nice, very lovely, very explainable, like very good at her job, which we like. So we were just explaining because we're at a kid, we're going to an adult, great, lovely, and I had to do blood draws, so yay. I don't like getting my blood drawn. It is the worst because my arms are just like not very good. They're just like, no, 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 no. I've been pricked and prodded so many times that my veins are just like, they're like, I'm gonna go run away anytime I hear the word blood draw and needles. They're like, no way, Jose. So clearly I was really annoyed because I didn't want to, and it was like, oh. So, but luckily, they were able to pull it out, so that was good. But literally that Friday, not last week, but the week before that Friday, we were getting my labs done, and I think they had to draw like 6, maybe 8 bottles. Or maybe it was just like 5 or 6, maybe. And so they had to prick me in this hand, which didn't work. And they pricked me in this elbow, which finally worked. But like getting the blood out was like so hard. It was going like really, really, really slow. And I drank a ton of water, like maybe like close to 3 bottles in total, a water bottle. And 16 fluid ounces, like 16.8 or 16.7 fluid ounces, the plastic ones that you get from the grocery store. So like it wasn't like a little amount, it was quite a bit, and my blood was just like so it took a while, and it was like just like we were getting there, and then by like I think like the last one or second to last one, it was starting to slow down. So it was just like, come on, like let's get the show on the road, like come on, work. So luckily it worked. But man, my blood, like I don't know, it's just not good. Trying to find those veins, I have like really tiny veins now. Maybe I always had tiny veins, and ever since they were just so young and like having been pricked so many times, they were able to get more blood out of it. But now it's just like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm worried that like, I don't know, how are people gonna like get my blood drawn or like stick an IV in there, like maybe, I don't know. I'm just worried that my life is just gonna be a completely hard time with that, which is annoying because you need to have those tests, you need your blood drawn, but it's just like, I wish they could just like, I don't know, test your saliva instead of like your urine or like your blood or like anything, because it will be so much easier than that. So, oh, sorry. So yeah, it's just a giant, big fat question mark still, which is so annoying, and my head still hurts. Caffeine slightly works, but it really doesn't work. Excedrin still doesn't work. I haven't taken it in quite a while. I'm off the Dimetrix or something. I can't say it correctly. So I'm just like off of everything except for my normal medicines. Still going through the pain, and it's just so annoying because like my head literally hurts right now, and I don't know what to do, and nothing will fix it. So what I did not know was the neurologist that I'm seeing in January, apparently there was like more than one headaches. Like I didn't know. There was one like the normal typical ones, obviously, and then there's the migraines, which I knew, and then there's like I think maybe 2 or 3 more other ones. So clearly, whatever headache I have, some medications won't work for the other ones, was how my doctor was saying. So I don't know, maybe we will find an answer. If she doesn't know, then I don't know what's gonna happen here, because clearly, like, I don't know how to, like, I don't know, ever since that eye doctor visit, it just started happening. And what I'm thinking is, if I never went to the eye doctor, I wonder if it would have still happened. I'm pretty dang positive, but like, we wouldn't have known that. So, because, I don't know, I wish I could know. Just annoying how I still have no answers. And oh yeah, I forgot to say, this isn't really a medical thing, it's just like my teeth update. I think a month or so ago, I got a filling redone of this new place that is going to do my bridge teeth, maybe veneers. Like, honestly, we don't know what we're gonna do. We do know, but also like kind of we're taking it slowly because I actually had 4 of these, so I got the top one and the bottom one. And actually with the bottom one, after like a week or so, my gum was separating from the tooth. It wasn't like badly, well, kind of, and it hurt a lot to eat on the side. So I noticed that, and so when I took like a Q-tip and I just pushed it, it hurt, but also I could see in the mirror that like there was like a slit. Like, pushed it and you could see there's a slit. Hello. So I think it's doing better. She just said to flush it out, and if that doesn't work, to go on antibiotics to come back to her. But so far, I don't have any pain. I can eat on this. There's a few times where like I had to like flush it out because it was hurting really badly. I don't really know, honestly. We don't know how I got that. Because I've had cavities and fillings before, but clearly I've never had that before, so I don't know. And plus it was like really freaking expensive. I think it was like $3,000 to get that done. So it was like whatever new technology they had was used on me, and so that was probably most likely why it was so expensive. So right now we're just gonna go to my regular dentist and he can do that. So yeah, we just have to do this, and then after the cavities and fillings, and then sure, we come back and then figure out what to exactly do on my teeth. Because what I did was we went there and had like a mold, and she was just saying like how my teeth look, and apparently like she just has to like make sure she wants to do and how to like make sure my teeth look nice and how they're going to function really well with my bite. So she's very good at her job. I really, really, really like her. It's expensive, but you know, she's very good. She explains things very well, which I really like, not only just to my mom, but also to me. And she can make things, she can dumb down things for me, obviously. So, which I really like, and hopefully, I'm assuming, like, obviously, New Year, but we have quite a while. We have quite a lot of stuff. We have lots of medical things for me, that neurologist, the teeth, and then, you know, my mom has surgery, for eyeballs, so, you know, but luckily that's not happening until February, but you know, we're just trying to like, we gotta make sure we get all these medical procedures done before my dad is done and retires officially, because, you know, my dad's old and my mom's old. But I love them to death. So kind of a giant chaotic mess of a video. It's kind of a medical update, but not really, because we're just still in limbo. I'm just saying this is what I did, that I didn't catch up, explain everything, but yeah. So, yeah, I'll update you again in January. We'll see what happens. My guess is we're gonna have nothing, so just how I look out. That's how I look out. That's how I look at things. I cannot speak correctly anymore. So I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.